Grief is very difficult for sexual abuse victims because we have been doing it most of our lives. We had to grieve our childhood. We had to grieve what we lost through the trauma, and we had to grieve the loss of normal functioning in a lot of ways. Many of us have developed things like disassociation, eating disorders, anxiety, just normal functioning in a healthy way is a gift to us. So grief has been a normal part of our life since childhood sexual abuse, especially because it was in our families. We lost normal relationships. Normal mother-daughter, normal mother-father may not have been there because of the abuse, who abused you, how they responded to the abuse. So grief is a normal part of our lives, unfortunately. Not a lot of people that haven't experienced it understand it. So if you're grieving something today, if you're grieving loss in the family, loss of relationships, difficulties because of coming forward or sharing, and how that is accepted is a grief as well. I mean, if you expose your abuse and the family shuns you or disassociates from you or pulls away, you have to grieve that. And the reason the grief is so hard is because you did nothing wrong. You were the victim. And yet, here you are suffering for it again and losing something because of it, because of something that happened to you. Now, in no other instance in life does a victim have to suffer because they were victimized. If someone is, let's say, someone is mugged on the street, we don't say to that person, it's your fault you were mugged because you were carrying money. It's your fault you were mugged because you held your purse the wrong way. It's your fault you were mugged because you were walking down the wrong street. No, we don't say that. But if you're sexually assaulted in your own family as a child, and you grow up as an adult and then expose it, you're blamed, you're not believed, you're hurt once again. And this may not be specific to everyone, but it is to a certain handful of people. And unfortunately, that handful is a lot bigger than we want to see. If the stats are 1 in 3 or 1 in 4, then that's more than just a handful of people. So if you're feeling loss, if you're feeling grief, if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling all these things that they come with grief, the 5 stages of grief are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance in different orders. I know I did a video cast on grief, but I'm talking about grief in our daily life, grief of the things that we have to grieve on a daily basis sometimes. So if you're in that season right now where grief is rearing its ugly head, whatever the grief is, just know that this is absolutely normal because you suffered childhood sexual abuse. I just want you to know that today. And grief is a funny animal, and we have to let it come up when it comes up. We have to try and pull out of it at certain times if it's been lingering too long. We have to actually manage it. And so if you're managing it today, know you're not alone. And know that it's going to be okay, and know that joy will come again. And you'll be okay. This is, unfortunately, part of our reality. And just know that there are a lot of other people dealing with the same types of things. Okay? So I want you to try and have a great day. If this pertains to you, great. If it doesn't, I'm sorry I wasted 5 minutes of your time, but you can still learn something from it. Okay? So this is Linda Vitti, life coach and counselor, saying have a wonderful day and know that you're not alone. If you ever need anything, just reach out to me anytime. I'm always available. Take care.